Welcome to the world of cannabis. In this video, we will look at the good, bad, and ugly of this controversial plant. Cannabis goes by many names, indeed too many to mention all here, but formally it is referred to as Cannabis sativa. The species has 3 subspecies, each with different appearances and chemistry. The plant is dioecious, meaning that all the flowers on one individual are either male or female. The unique leaves of the plant are quite iconic. The 2 most important chemicals in cannabis are tetrahydrocannabinol, THC, and cannabidiol, CBD. There are, however, hundreds of chemicals present in the plant. Most people know that cannabis can be smoked and eaten in baked goods. It can also be applied to the skin as an oil, and the hashish can be used in a dab apparatus, which is a very potent way of ingesting it. Subspecies indica is used in medical and recreational settings. This is quite a hot button topic. Some evidence exists that CBD may treat severe epilepsy, pain and nausea, skin wounds, irritable bowel syndrome, high blood pressure, and agitation in Alzheimer's disease. Subspecies sativa, hemp, is not an intoxicant and is used as a fiber and seed oil crop. The legalization of indica has given rise to new uses of the plant, including cannabis tourism and even apps to increase the public's knowledge of the plant. Exploring the issues that pertain to cannabis use is truly like falling into the proverbial rabbit hole. The long-held belief that cannabis can lead to the use of more dangerous or addictive substances has pervaded society for decades, and has recently been started to be the topic of much investigation. Starting use of cannabis at a young age, like in adolescence, and having existing mental health problems may make it a gateway drug. Other evidence suggests that cannabis doesn't act as a gateway drug when use is started in adulthood and is very sporadic. Cannabis use can be detrimental to general health. The smoke is very harmful for the lungs. It can cause infertility in men and cause cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, which is heavy vomiting after ingesting cannabis. Cannabis can also contain harmful pesticides not approved for use on any crops. The effects that THC has on the brain aren't fully understood, but we do know that it causes euphoria, relaxation, and loss of coordination. Developing an addiction to cannabis is dependent on numerous factors, including the age of first use, genetic propensity towards addictive behavior, and the presence of mental health issues. We simply cannot make a universal argument for cannabis acting as a trigger for mental illness, or if existing mental illness leads to self-medicating with cannabis to alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression, among many others. Chronic cannabis use can increase the chance of the user acting violently. Use has also been found to be prevalent among those who perpetrate and who are victims of domestic violence. Intoxication with it is associated with an increased chance of being involved in a motor vehicle collision. Gamblers who use cannabis have been found to be more reckless in their habit and indulge in it more often. Risky sexual behavior, like promiscuity and not using protection, is more likely when intoxicated with a drug, especially among men who have sex with men. This leads to a higher chance of contracting sexually transmitted infections. The issues just discussed are common in public discourse surrounding cannabis, but did you know that its production can lead to environmental damage like habitat destruction, erosion, deforestation, and soil and water pollution? So what conclusion can we draw from all of this? Cannabis legalization, policy, production, pharmacology, societal, economic, and environmental effects are extremely complex. In short, cannabis is not as dangerous as some believe, but it is most certainly not as harmless as others think.